Hello, today I want to talk ROI control, boosting instance control for visual generation for CVPR 2025. And we revisit the GPT-4 hard problem that's Chihuahua and Marvin. It will need to recognize similar appearance, different category by how to generate the accurate captions. So we know the GPT-4 hard problem. So what is the DALL-E 3 hard problem? We can see DALL-E 3 is hard to generate similar category to generate instance with discriminative appearance. So we retrieve back to the visual recognition that evolve from classification to object detection, from single instance to multiple instance with the bounding box to separate each instance. In visual generation, we also observe from the single instance generation to control the multi-instance generation with the bounding box. So the difficulty to handle in ROI in visual generation compared to object detection is to handle multi-scale ROI in high-resolution feature map that's up to the 64 times 64 feature size. Previous work in box generation have two different approaches. The first is implicit box injection using positional embedding. The representative work is Klinger and several following work like Rani box meter track diffusion. However, in this method, it will make the inaccurate attribute embedding, as information will leak in with the gated self-attention, like the arrow man and the Batman will fuse the ID. And also for different aspect ratio, the injector bounding box will have an inaccurate grounding accuracy. And another method is explicit bound injection using attention mask. The representative work is mix of short instant diffusion and several following work like BobJam and MyGC. And we can see it have a prohibitive cost because they handling feature on directly on high resolution feature size. And it also have a small attribute binding problem like because of the coordinate quantization error in the feature map. So our goal is to achieve flexible and accurate instant generation. So our work can compatible with existing diffusion model and layer add-on, enabling to operate in most instance generation. Our work is based on our proposed basic operation, our pool. That means we restore our feature back to a high resolution spatial feature. It is an inverted operation of previous hour line to crop the feature from the high resolution feature. And our pipeline have two branches. The first is pre-train global capture injection. We fix this branch, and we only fine-tune the instant capture injection using the ROI aligned feature and ROI output to restore the ROI aligned feature back to the original resolution. And finally, we learnable attention blending to fuse this attention map. Some key designs and mirrors in ROI control is we only inject the text with pre-trained classification and make it compatible with existing add-ons. And we also handle ROI feature directly on the small ROI feature instead of the global feature size. And we without coordinate error and native separate multi instance. There's some applications of RI control. First, we directly use RI control means we can control the instance of a diffusion model and compatible with various community model. And also we can collaborate with spatial control like control net and T2 adapter to separate different instance ID and prevent binding. We can also collaborate with embedding control to separate their ID. And we also can use the continuous generation to preserve generated content and only modify the local region. Previous benchmark is biased to their own setting, and we instead to introduce our control bench to perform quantitative evaluation. And our work achieved the stellar results in previous MIG bench, and also achieve a strong result in incentive bench. And, in our RI control bench, we achieve large improvement of previous work in attribute binding problems. And our method can achieve strong results in multi-instance occlusion. And the take-home message is RI control builds on our improve a basic operation to enable explicit, cost-effective, and accurate RI operation on high-resolution feature. And also RI control is compatible with the existing diffusion model and layer add-on, enabling to generate multi-instance results. Thanks for listening.